While more than 60 years after he broke ballet's color barrier, Arthur Mitchell continues to be an inspiration to performers around the world.
Linda Schmidt shows us how Mitchell gave generations of dancers a chance at the spotlight.
Before Misty Copeland broke the color barrier in 2015 for African American women in classical ballet, there was Arthur Mitchell.
I was born to dance.
It's just amazing to me, all of the memorabilia that you do have.
Yeah, I've always saved everything.
At 83 years old, Mitchell's extraordinary life as a trailblazer is being honored at Columbia University's Wallach Art Gallery. Born and raised in Harlem, he became the first African-American member of a major ballet company, the New York City Ballet. He received this telegram inviting him to join the company in 1955. But at the time, Mitchell didn't want any special attention when he accepted.
No publicity, Negro breaks barrier, that sort of stuff like that. Let me get in the company, and whatever I get will be on my hard work and my talent.
When he hit the stage, he was hit once again in his life with the reality of a pre-civil rights America.
There happened to be a bald-headed guy sitting right behind the conductor. He said, "My God, they've got a in the company."
I can't even imagine you're about to perform and you hear this.
It just made me want to be better and better and better.
And by the end of that performance,
I got a standing ovation.
you had won them over.
Yes. I danced myself into their hearts.
While Mitchell danced with white women in the New York City Ballet on stages across the country and around the world, racism in America prevented him from doing the same on television. The public, and therefore advertisers, would not accept it.
We can't have the black guy dancing with a white girl on television, because as you were going to the South, they did not want that integration to happen.
On the stage, Mitchell danced with the New York City Ballet for more than 15 years, rising to the esteemed position of principal dancer. He was the first African American to achieve that promotion. And then 53 years later, in 2015, Misty Copeland became the first African American woman to achieve that same title. For her, it was dancing with the American Ballet Theater. For Arthur Mitchell, classical ballet was more than the arts. It was about social justice and equality. Martin Luther King's assassination galvanized him to co-found the Dance Theater of Harlem, which opened up a new world for minority children.
You're not a second-class citizen because you're black or Hispanic or Chinese or anything like that. You are the best. You are beautiful. You must think of yourself as being beautiful.
Suddenly I'm like, these are people who look like me. Their skin color's like me.
Marcia Sells became a student of Arthur Mitchell's when she was 10 years old.
When I saw dance theater, I knew I had a future.
Mitchell taught classes in this beaten-up garage with a tin roof on West 152nd Street, the same location where the dance school stands today.
It started with 2 dances and 30 students. Within 2 months, I had about 400 kids. In 4 to 8 months, I had 800 kids in the school.
Mitchell put his own money into the school, which became world famous. Celebrities like Cecily Tyson, Dionne Warwick, and Brock Peters helped raise money. And Britain's Princess Margaret and her husband visited the Dance Theater of Harlem in 1974.
We became very, very good friends. And she then became our sponsor every time we went to England.
Mitchell calls his students my children, and he stressed more than dancing.
Get your education. Stay in school. Read and write. I made them go to museums. I made them go to concerts. I made them go to the symphony to open up things for them.
Marcia Sells says Mitchell gave his students a solid foundation and the confidence to achieve their dreams. How many kids do you think that he's helped?
Oh, when I think kids and just the people that I know, I mean, I would say just thousands. I mean, it could even be hundreds of thousands.
Sells studied with Mitchell through college. She then went on to graduate from law school, worked at the Brooklyn District Attorney's Office, the NBA, the WNBA, and is now the Dean of Students at Harvard Law School. She gives a great deal of credit to Mr. Mitchell for her success.
I could take on other challenges, present myself into the world and to the public and say, you know, I have skills and I have abilities because Mr. Mitchell believed in me and other dancers who were in the company and gave us a vision.
Since the early days in that beat-up garage, the Dance Theater of Harlem says it has benefited millions of children, not just around the country, but around the world. And the Dance Theater is still thriving today.
What would you say that your legacy is?
Well, you know, I never think about that because I'm always thinking I have so much more to do. People start worrying about their legacy when they come to the end. I'm just beginning.
In Harlem, Linda Schmidt, Fox 5 News.